There, Racer Rob Russell here down here at Integrity Auto Care in Hillsboro, Oregon. And today's patient is a 1998 Honda Accord with over 250,000 miles on it. Still runs like a champ, and but the customer does not know if they've replaced their timing belt yet or not. And things look original, so I'm going to take some of the mystery and educate you, make it fun about how to do a timing belt replacement. So we'll start here with basically my manuals, which are a good thing to have. This is a good diagram of the motor. You've got your, with the front covers off, these are the covers right here that come off. This is the bottom cover, timing belt cover, and this is the top timing belt cover. And as you'll see, I'll give you a shot too from below, but here is your, talk about that a little bit. There's your valve cover off, showing the valves and or the adjusters, the camshaft right there, camshaft pulley. And as you can see, I've already got some alignments marked up there. I like to keep it simple too, make things very clear, mark things in yellow, so there's no chance for installing it in the incorrect order. Make all the alignments up here, but like I said, having the right equipment makes all the difference in the world here. I use Pro Demand, and it shows a good diagram of your camshaft, crankshaft. Notice the marks are up top and down here. This is your tensioner assembly right here. This one's kind of cool. It has a dual tensioner on it for the timing belt there, and your it doesn't show it on here, but you'll see it on the shot below. But your balancer shafts too as well. Water pumps here as well too. What's cool is you'll see this in a piece of paper here like the classroom, and I'm going to show you in the real world here in a minute too. So this is your top view. Once again, I've got the engine mount out as well too, and the timing belt does not, it's got some play in it, so we know this is a good time. It doesn't look horrible, but you can never really tell just by looking at it. So I don't want to make that judgment call, especially on a car like this where it's interface, meaning that the valves on top, which go into the cylinder, and the pistons on the block, which come up, if both of those get out of time, they can occupy the same space. And at, let's say, 6,000 or 7,000 RPM running down the road, or 4, 3, whatever, but that's just not a good thing to have is when they come together. It makes loud crunching noises and very expensive to fix. So like I said, to keep these fun and informative, this is your top shot here, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the bottom as well too. Okay, now here's the bottom. I've got my rotary lift that I've lifted the vehicle up with. Thank you very much, Christy Russell, for allowing me to buy that awesome tool. And there's my racing motorcycle right there, by the way. That needs some loving, but has to get to the customers, the paying customers first. So here is your bottom shot. While we're at it, this is your front brakes, the rotor and caliper. Like I said, I love to educate my customers, so if you really like what you see, leave me some comments, send me some love, or if there's something else you'd like to see or explain more. Racer Rob here at Integrity Auto Care. I'm always here to help and educate because I want to take the mystery out of automotive. So here is the bottom with the bottom cover off, and I've got the crank pulley off too as well too. This is your crank pulley, your balancers here as well too. You'll see we've got a small mini belt here for the balance shafts right here that are, like I said, lined up. I love to use yellow markers. That way, keep it simple. Those are all lined up. Here's that dual, and I'm straining my neck here. So, but that's how determined I am to get you some good shots. This is your tensioner pulley here as well. Don't know if you can see it, but it's a dual tensioner. This is the timing belt behind it. Here is your balance shaft belt, and here is a shot of the water pump. Now what's really cool, Sasha, this video is for you, my friend. She called me up the other day, wants to come and see me because she knows I'm a very honest mechanic with a lot of integrity. She asked over the phone what a timing belt would cost to replace, And I'm always leery to give estimates over the phone because you just don't know. Because like on this one, while we've got this cover off, we're gonna have all these belts off. You'll see some of the seals are leaking a little bit of oil. So a lot of times we recommend those seals be replaced too. Sometimes they're okay, sometimes they're not. The water pump as well too. It's got 250,000 miles on it, so I'm highly gonna recommend we replace that. If it only had 80 or so and it was looking good, you know, that's a judgment call as well too, depending on what the customer, you know, what the funds are. So I wonder if we can get to it. I'll bet we can. Let's go for a ride here. I want to show you a really cool thing that Honda built into their water pumps. See if I can get my LED pointer here to work with you. Oh, it's gonna, oh yeah, we'll get her here. So the water pump is right there, and if you'll look, here's your water pump pulley right there. There's the timing belt which drives the water pump, and they have built into there an inspection tube. So if the, see if we can get to it this way. You know, that's a little better. Back side of the water pump again. There's a weep hole right there that if that seal goes bad inside the water pump, it will leak coolant out of that weep hole. And as you can see, this one is dry as a bone, but still with this many miles on it, I'm gonna recommend it because it's Murphy's Law. So once again, you'll see how the weep hole right there goes back towards the pulley. There's a seal there that gives out. Here's another nice shot of the alignment marks on the balancer assembly. So that is pretty much a water, a timing belt replacement with a water pump, tensioners too, because it's got 250,000 miles on it. We've got some leaks coming from some of the seals, so some of those have to be replaced. So Sasha, that's exactly why it's dangerous to get a quote over the phone. You just, you know, I hate to say it, but I will say it. There's a bait and switch method of saying, oh yes, ma'am, we can do that for X amount of dollars, and that's just the belts, no tensioner, no water pump, no seals, and then lo and behold, you get into it, and it's gone up, you know, $300 or $400, and that is just not the way to do it. So getting estimates over the phone can be very dangerous. So back to our 1998 Honda Accord. Those are my recommendations. We'll see what the customer says, and the main thing, get that rubber band replaced so it does not snap. And if it did snap, it's interference engine, valves and pistons go together, not a good thing. So that's it. Racer Rob Russell, your master mechanic at Integrity Auto Care, over and out. I hope that helped. If you love what you see, make a comment. If you want improvements, let me know. Racer Rob out.